Hello my lovelies, Robbie here from Kickback Garage. Today I am going to show you how to set up your brand new BGM V3 rear shock. The first thing you need to do is set the sag. The best way to set up your sag is if you look at your shock, you have a bottom mount buffer in the bottom there. I hope you can see this. And I use a non-marring implement. I've got these in the garage, wooden spoons. And what you do is simply push up your bottom out buffer, if I can get it up there, with a non-marring implement, or if you're going to use a screwdriver or something, do not scratch your stanchion, and push that all the way to the top of the damper shaft, like so. Then you take your scooter off the stand and you sit in the position you normally ride in. This is about where I like to ride, middle of the seat. Then throw your scooter back up on the stand. It's quite difficult to see here with my camera, but after I sat on my scooter, the bottom out buffer has moved. Now what I'm aiming for here is somewhere between 10 and 12 millimeters of movement. So I measure that, and there you go. I've actually got 11 millimeters, which is good enough. If you find that you have too much sag, then what you do then is set your preload. If your sag is correct, you don't have to touch your preload. There's a stronger spring on this than what you used to. And as you can see here, I'm 80 kilo Lardos. I've actually only got 3 coils wound on this shock. Now, if you need to set more preload, spring preload, then locate the little white screw that's in the collar on the shock. You undo that with the special spanner that comes with your shock, like so, and then you can move your spring, wind it on clockwise, like that, and then you find your white screw again, and tighten that down so that your spring doesn't move. That is both preload and sag at the same time. And finally, you have to set your compression and rebound speed. Take your scooter off the stand, and the best way to do this actually is to compress the rear of your scooter. What we are trying to see here is how fast the shock rebounds or goes up to full length. If you don't feel sturdy doing so off the scooter, you can sit on the rear of the scooter like this and compress the shock and lift your bum as fast as you can. This one obviously is already set up properly and it follows my legs as fast as I can, but I don't get a terrible top out. What you'll find when you're out on the road on this is if it judders in the rear, then your rebound and compression is a little bit too fast, and then you use the dial at the bottom of the shock and turn that clockwise until it calms it down a bit. Do not overdo it, because if the rebound is too slow, all you do then is if you hit consecutive undulations on the road, the shock will just pack itself instead of actually following the road. What do you reckon? Easy peasy. Now get back on that scooter and go for a ride.